Hey people, how you doing today? So I thought I'd just show you the condo that I'm staying at, okay? So this is an Airbnb that I'm staying at, all right? So here's the condo tour. Let me show you. So this here is the entrance to the condo, okay? And here's basically like a shoe rack. You know, you put your shoes and things like that. So when you come into this place, make sure that you take your shoes off, all right? If you got smelly feet, listen, wipe your feet. Go wash your feet before you smell this place up, all right? So let's start with the kitchen area, okay? So here's the kitchen area, all right? So basically with this kitchen, as you can see, here's the wash, here's the range, all right? And then in the cupboard, in this particular condo, they also give you all the glasses that, you know, you possibly might need, okay? As well as there's plates and other little doodads that you possibly might need, all right? And also, it comes with a hot water heater. It comes with a microwave. Comes with a silverware, as you can see, knives, forks, spoons, cutlery, even a scissor, you know, things like that. Microwave, obviously. And then there's a variety of pots and pans and different tools that, you know, you can use, all right, for when you're cooking whatever items, okay? And then obviously you have here a fridge, okay? Here's the freezer part of it, right? And then here's the regular fridge, okay? No judgment, I know. And then on top, you could put whatever items you'd like to put. And then over here is where we have like your dining area, okay? Pretty cool, all right? Pretty, you know, it is what it is. So then you have here the living room, all right? And over there is where you have two outlets. And here's like a little, you know, area where you can, you know, put like some stuff, okay? Over here is the glass coffee table. Here's the TV. I wonder what's being shown on the TV. That looks like, you know, my videos are being played on the TV, which, by the way, you can look on YouTube. It has Netflix, it has all the different, you know, cable stations. And speaking of, that's one of my videos being played. So definitely, you know what to do. Go subscribe and support the channel. But anyways, so you have this here area, right, where they put, you can put like, you know, all sorts of, you know, stuff on there, and, you know, and there's drawers, and there's even a fan, okay? And then there's a little light, so if in case you don't want to turn on the regular light, you know, you can have the option of doing that. And then let's show you the balcony side of it, okay? But before I show you the balcony, okay, now you have here two curtains. You have this curtain, which is kind of like a light curtain, okay? And then you have this curtain, which, let me show you, okay? So let's say you wanted this curtain for, you know, more privacy in that sense, or you just want to darken the place, you can do that, you know, and it's not a problem. All right, so let's open up this curtain. And another thing that I could say I definitely like about this place is that where it's situated, it has a lot of light, considering, you know, when the sun is up and things like that, a lot of light. So for me, that's a plus. Let's go outside and let me show you what the balcony area looks like. Okay, so you have here a chair, table, drink, nope, that's not included. And you have here a washer, and of course there's a broom and a duster and a mop, okay? And then here's the view from the balcony, you know, that overlooks you know, Pattaya, which is a pretty broad view from what you can pretty much see, okay? All right, so now You have here a full mirror, so if you want to get dressed and things like that, you know, you could definitely see your full self. All right, so let's go to the bathroom. And here's the bathroom. Okay, so here's where you take a shower. They have a, you know, a full rain shower head, and then of course there's a personal kind of shower that you can take. All right, and then of course we have the toilet, and they have this gun here which is called a bidet, which pretty much you wash your ass. Okay, that's the short answer for that. And then there's a mirror. You can, you know, they give you, you know, enough toilet paper and things like that. Excuse the mess, everybody. I just have my stuff here. All right, and then underneath, you know, there's, you know, some doodads. Also, with the toilet, by the way, they do give you 2 towels and, you know, some like floor mats and things like that if you want to put that down. All right, okay, so let's move on to the bedroom where all the magic happens. Okay, so this here is a queen size bed. Okay, it's pretty cool. Okay, and over here you kind of have like a little, you know, desk and some chest of drawers and things like that. Okay, and another drawer over here, and then there's a mirror right over here, and there's a really comfortable chair. So excuse the mess, I'm sorry about that. Anyways, and then there's 2 outlets on this side. All right, and then of course you have the window. You know, you can still watch the view, and yes, you can open up these windows if you need to open up these windows. Okay, and then let's take a look at this part of it. Okay, right, so as you can see, okay, they have here a safe if you want to, you know, lock up your valuables and things like that, and it comes with an iron, you know, and a dryer. Okay, there you go. Right, okay, so, and then over here, loads of room to put, you know, like clothes and hang stuff, and, you know, they give you an ironing board which is right here. Okay, and here's the towels, and they give you extra sheets and all that good stuff. All right, and then there's still, you know, storage that you can put, you know, your items. You could put things in there. Okay, there it is. All right, so pretty cool. Okay, and then we move on to this little drawer here, and then as you can see, there's a lamp. All that stuff doesn't come with it, but, you know, they do give you a remote for the air condition, which is right about there. And then there's another outlet. Okay, and here's a lamp, like I said, you know, and this is pretty much the action, you know, where you can sleep and do whatever you want to do kind of thing. Y'all, you know, anyways, y'all get the idea. But yeah, so this is basically the whole condo tour, okay, of where I'm staying. So of course you guys probably want the information. So the name of this condo is called Unix. And speaking of Unix, okay, I also used to live in Unix. Okay, so for those of you who have been following me, you know, and watching my videos, yeah, this is where I used to live. So I think there's a video of where I used to live, so I will put the link in the description for you guys to go and check that out. So speaking of this condo, if you would like to rent this condo, okay, I will put the link in the description for you to go and rent this condo. Okay, so just to give you an idea, all right, now I'm in this condo for about 3 weeks. Okay, so this generally costs me about 345 pounds. Okay, so that's for the 3 weeks. All right, now of course There's many, Airbnbs that you can look for, many options and all that kind of stuff. All right. So, and as well as with this building, they have many layouts such as a studio. There's 1 bedrooms. Now, I will say this, okay, that with this same layout, not every apartment owner is going to charge the same price. So you just have to look out for things like the layout, if it's facing the sea, if it's facing away, does it have this kind of feature? Is the layout something that you might feel like, yeah, I can deal with that? You might not like the color, whatever, right? Sometimes also it works out that at the time that you're trying to book it, okay, you may just get a deal or not. So you just have to basically shop around in order to find out if you're going to get a good deal, and as well as you just have to look around in terms of the types of layouts to see what is it that you're looking for, and as well as what fits your budget. So if you would like to see more of me and my adventures and just me living life, and me showing you the Mikey story, all you gotta do is just please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each and every time a new video gets uploaded, and as well as give this video a like, and share this video with your family and your friends. And one more thing, leave me a comment. Come on, you got something to say. Just leave me a comment right about there, okay? Leave me a comment and let me know what you think about this video, and let's get a discussion going, all right? And as always, booyah!